This guy's playing the wrong class. Hunter. Okay. Guess we'll keep Harrison. Coil's only useful against the aggro ones that play the 1-1 and the 2-1. Did that person top deck? Oh, he already had a rock biter and he top decked another rock biter. So we were dead anyways. But you could always hope that there's like a flame tongue in his hand, something abusive. Not instant damage. Hunter. Peddler. Ooze. I mean, if he has Axe on turn 2, I'd rather donate the Peddler. Take a Possessed Villager. Okay, pretty good tempo play. We're looking for Hellfire then. And what's better? Villager? Probably Villager trades better with the board than Squire. We can save Squire for for Argus value. Wow, he's got all of his 1-drops. These are all 1-drops, and then he's got all of his 2-drops. So he just had an insane starting hand. Okay. Hey, look at that. MC tech value. Give me the Lightbinder. Lightbinder. That's fine. It's reasonable. Do you actually not like tea? I like tea. Also, yeah, I do like the Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey. That's actually something I like to get at stores because it's only 99 cents. And they have to sell it at that price. Okay. So I guess we Argus. We can also Harrison. But Argus is so UC. So UC. That's good. We should probably Harrison, just trade the board. It's not like Argus gives us a better trade, right? Because we still have to trade this in here. Argus. Yeah, let's just do Harrison here. And we have PO, which is a good tempo swing. Nice. We could also Argus too. Argus doesn't allow this to die. Kinda like that. Then we can say PO for Shadow Flame if he overloads on the board. And then we have Brand Refreshment Vendor. Alright, not bad. Remember when Dragon Warrior was a control archetype? Yeah, remember those days. No, plays a pretty defensive Dragon Warrior list. Pretty sure this is still the play. $0.99, so much value. Yep. Whoa, he's going Smork. I guess he wants that Draconid Crusher value. It's usually weird leaving the Bran up. Usually it's not a good idea leaving that up. Injured Cavalier Bran value. I guess we take Blood Imp. It's probably more useful. Soulfire. Alright. So we can Soulfire that. Do I want to tap? Tap last like a pro. We still have Leroy Shadow Flame. That pretty much removes a lot of minions. And he still can't kill us unless he has Grom Activator. Okay, so we're doing Leroy, Shadow Flame. Because tapping just gets us closer to Draxus. We need to get the Draxus, or another, or Taunt. Taunt Draxus, Refreshment Vendor. Gotta ooze for that. Unfortunately, it means I can't tap. So we just play ooze and Emperor. He's only got one card. So that's 5 plus 6, we have 11. I don't know how to punch through that 5 extra damage. Argus is plus 4, Pio is plus 4. Might be tough. I need healing. I need that healing. Or Draxus. Hey, that's healing. Tap first, Kappa. Okay. I think it's actually good to keep the most power on board. So we're only dead to Lucky Rag Shot or Grom plus Activator. Well, your ordering was correct if you tried to discard one of the cards in your hand. Okay, how much is that? So I have to sack a space, so then I have 15 plus 4. That's lethal. No, that's more than lethal. Hogger Champ. Holding on to Shadow Flame. Oh yeah. That's right. I guess if I want to discard one of the cards in my hand, Soulfire first. I think I'm gonna get some more drink in a bit. Do you guys want to continue seeing this Warlock list, or do you want to see the different one? He got punished for not removing Brown when he could. Yeah, that brand got some value in. But I guess it kind of makes sense because he had Draconid Crushers. He's trying to get value from them. All right, keep Hellfire, keep Imp King Boss, keep Coil against Zoo. Alright, cool. Brown on board for like 5 turns, rank 1 Cancer Warrior players. The thing is, if he thinks that it's Reno Warlock, which it kind of looked like it's Reno, you kind of have to go all in. You have to push, because once they Reno out of range, it's hard to come back. It was kind of weird because, like, the Corcoran had a pretty favorable trade into Bran. I feel like he'd take that trade every time. Cork run to Bram. If you had to trade off a minion, like it's 1-for-1, maybe you don't do it. But in that case, I think it's fine. I think we just play on curve since we have Hellfire. We don't need to try to coin out this and develop that quickly. This is kind of weak to abusive trade in, and then he pings this. So then do I want to have Squire on board too to ping this, and then so we can Hellfire? I mean, the other thing is if we save a coin, we can just Hellfire a coin and ping it. Everyone loves Aggro Shaman. Aggro Shaman loves everyone. Interesting. He trades that way. I think it's a good enough Hellfire board. Coin out ping. Seems reasonable because I don't want him to Argus this up, and then we just Hellfire again if he Arguses these two. Hellfire, Squire, and then Emperor. Pretty good. And we still have Refreshment Vendor and Argus for some sustain. Yeah, I really hope he plays Argus here. The most annoying minion is Imp King Boss, pretty much, for Zoo. Looks like he's not going to go for it. Dark Councilman would be pretty decent too. Wolf? Is this worth Hellfiring? If I Hellfire here, it's a little bit weak to the Forbidden Ritual. But if I don't Hellfire, I'm also taking a lot of damage. Like, I guess, so two options is Squire and Refreshment Vendor, or Hellfire. Let's go with Hellfire. Because I think I give him too much value. If I play Squire Refreshment Vendor, he just POs one of the tokens into the Refreshment Vendor, and I lose so much tempo that way. So I think this is probably still the right play. So this looks like the... Actually, yeah, this version doesn't even run Forbidden Ritual. It's the same version that Phone Tap played. What's the best play here? Probably will be Flame Juggler. Hopefully it pings this, and then we Argus the both. Two hugs a turn. Wait, what? What's this about hugs? Wrath card. What? He does run Forbidden Ritual. What is this? Some hybrid list, I guess. Okay, so definitely one Refreshment Vendor is getting played. I don't think we should risk not playing Refreshment Vendor, being greedy and play Emperor. Probably Soul Fire. Okay. I don't want to discard my second Refresh Vendor. That's probably going to be pretty critical. Does it make sense to keep the taunt alive? This is only 1 extra health compared to this, and this has taunt. Probably that's valuable. This trades in here, you know, at best he pumps us up to here. Then he has room to put a charger to the face. But he's also pretty low on health too. It's reasonable that I could burst him down. But he plays Councilman. I don't know, this is a weird list. Yeah, Lord Draxus, but I had no idea when to play him. I always end up losing because of that. Ideally you have it reduced before you play it. It's a pretty big tempo loss. Wow, he has so much burst. It's a pretty big tempo loss if you don't get to make a dude right when you play him. I think I can actually afford to tap here. I've seen so much burst already. So just try to keep up that card advantage now. Like, we already saw 2 Doom Guards, 2 Soul Fires are gone. I don't think he has any more Chargers. Maybe he still has a Argent Commander thing. I'll play around PO. Hey, Red Orts. That reminds me, I finally met someone in Germany who doesn't run double Ritual and Normal Zoo. Nice. I didn't actually see Phone Tap's list though. Did he actually cut all? Did he actually cut all of the Forbidden Rituals? Oh, I said I was gonna get a drink. But let's hit rank 1, and then I'll take a break to get a drink. Nice, warrior. Alright, pretty good. Got the Harrison. This list looks similar to what I've been playing for the last 2 months. Got up like rank 131 Legend EU, just farms warriors. Yeah, it's pretty good against warriors. That was a bad list that doesn't run Councilman or Ritual. Wait, who is the bad list? What's a good list? Does it still run Councilman and a Ritual? I have a favor to ask, can you play Arena occasionally? Yeah, I do occasionally. Most people are not interested in Arena though, because there's much better Arena players than me to watch. So that's not my specialty, that's not what my expertise is in, so I tend to lose a lot of viewers when I switch over to Arena. I definitely don't mind doing it, especially if we're doing something like a 24-hour stream. You know, yeah, some segments can be Arena, it's fine. Probably Young Priestess is most annoying out of these. Like if he hits here and I play Juggler and Young Priestess, this comes at 4 health. That's pretty annoying. Alright, let me see the deck list. Young Priestess. Yeah. Like I always had the impression Councilman is pretty slow. It's interesting Argent Commander though. Instead of Leroy, for example. Or should just coin out Refreshment Vendor. I don't really like using my coin that early. Because like both of these have 2 attack, so... Okay, well that already sets it down so it doesn't trade favorably. But I have coil in case it didn't hit. Let's say it hit face, then he can trade here and we can still coil it. When's your next 24-hour stream? I don't know. Should that be like a 10k follower goal? What do you think about Argent Squire versus Villager? I use Villager since it's better PO. But is it worth it being better with Argus? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's up to you whether you want to get PO value or Argus value. But at least you understand the difference, right? Like, it's important to know they're not the same card. They actually have some pros and cons. The idea is you run buffs on Divine Shields for tempo, so Argent Commander greater than Leroy, similarly Squire greater than Possessed Villager. Oh, I forgot. Did that list have both though? I imagine it has both. Oh no, it doesn't. It only runs Squire. It doesn't even run Possessed Villager. Okay. I mean, it's also Lance Carrier. Like Lance Carrier has more value with Divine Shield. It's a cool list. So we can Shadow Flame. Is that the play? I think it's pretty decent. Nice. Yusuf's good. We have Coil if he trades in here. Obviously I should tap first, but yeah. How do you feel about 2x Hellfire? I didn't like the second one. Well, if you don't play the second one, if you start cutting, whoa, Harrison value. That's because if you don't run the second one, you might as well run Reno, right? All right, so to draw 6 cards, I need to use up the coin too. PogChamp. That's funny. Alright. Now what do we do? We're good. Go Imp Gang Boss, or if I get rid of this, I can Coil. Imp Gang Boss seems reasonable. I actually don't want to kill this off. In case he plays 2 minions, then we can get MC Tech. So I kind of like this better. He might just have 4 minions. That's 4 minions. So now we steal the Malkorok, easy. Easy Malkorok steal. I mean, the other option is just Hellfire. Do we need to... But if we steal something good, we might not need to Hellfire. It's 50-50. Is it just better Hellfire? We got balls. We're gonna get this. Okay, it's not the worst. Okay. Need a Argus. We still have Argus. You don't double MC? Yeah, double. I only steal one card. Okay. Vendor's good. Vendor makes sure we don't die to... We can brand Vendor as well. Okay, so doing some trades here. That means we can tap without being worried. There's Argus. Obviously, ordering is still not correct. If we know we're gonna tap, you should tap first. Don't do what Lock does. Lock is a nub. Okay. So we can double BGH, PogChamp. Double Argus, double BGH. Probably Squire. I want to be Argus at the Squire. So, like, these guys can get traded off. Bam, bam. Thanks for the dong hammer, bro. What's better for tournaments and ladder, OTK Warrior or Con Warrior, Control Warrior? And what's better, Tempo Warrior or Control Warrior? I guess it's just dependent on what you think you're gonna face. Who knew a guy with funnel cakes could brawl like that? Exactly. Tempo is greater than control, OTK is greater than control. I don't know about that. So OTK actually struggles against, like... Well, it depends on what OTK list you're talking about. If you're talking about the new one that's going around with commanding shouts, that one is weak against Warrior in general. It's weak against Dragon Tempo Warrior, it's weak against Tempo Warrior, it's weak against Cthulhu Warrior, because it has a lot of armor gain. So Cthulhu Warrior can get out of range, and now with Control Warrior it's a little bit questionable. It depends on if you tech. Did you put in Sagoth? Are you playing around combo? So in general, if you look at the guide written by the Korean person who actually came out with the list, he says himself that Warrior is the toughest matchup. But he said, like, if you take out Warrior matchups from the stats, he said he had 85% win rate, which is why he got rank 1 legend. But it's obviously significantly lower if you add in all the Warrior matchups, which is bad. And then there's a lot of Warrior, so I don't think that list is gonna see that much success nowadays. New OTK has really polarized matchup against armor gain classes like Warrior, Control Mages. Yeah, like Freeze Mage, Reno Mage. But Tempo Warrior and Dragon Warrior, they're good. They're better against like Shaman. Shaman is typically a weak matchup for Control Warrior, but Tempo, like Dragon Tempo, seems to be doing well against both types of Shaman. So, if you look at just tournaments, most people bring Tempo Dragon Warrior. Hey MB, how's it going?